Now to clean a front or a side loading bobbin. So I'm going to remove my bobbin case, and there is a lever here, and what this lever does is it hangs on to the bobbin so that it doesn't fall out. Watch what happens if I let go. It just drops right out. You're going to take something and clean it out. Clean out any residue. If you see that it's got some dirt or something, you can also take like a microfiber cloth and polish this up, and it gets any residue or yuck off of it. Any of the pollution from the air. Just sort of give it a good rub down. You don't need to oil this piece. And I'm just reaching inside and giving this, I can get to this and see I got quite a bit of dirt off of here. And this one hasn't been used since it was last serviced. So I'm gonna dig it out and do some sewing on it, because I don't want it to feel neglected. I'm going to dig out all of this dirt and dust and lint, just like before. You can use a Q-tip. And because I can reach this, I'm just going to reach inside, make sure I just polish out any pollutants. Here's the hook right there. I do want to take that Q-tip, and I lost it. Well, I don't have it with me, but you do want to take that Q-tip and run that along the hook to make sure that there's no burrs or anything sticking out. Okay, now when I oil this, this does require oiling, but very rarely. I will usually oil this machine on every other bobbin, just like I do my long arm. And this is called the race right here. As I turn this, see, notice this is a rotary bobbin. It goes all the way around. Okay, if it were an oscillating bobbin, the hook would go to the top. Here's the top. It would come around here, and it would go back. See the part that moves? Okay, the bobbin stays stationary. The hook goes around it. So I usually want to just put a little tiny drop of oil in the race and spin that around. Okay, and now that's good and clean. For this particular model, I want the thread to come from underneath. So as I'm holding this, I want that to pull it up by the thread, and this just drops inside, and it's going to go in that notch and go back up against the spring until you see it click into place. And when you pull that, that should be going counterclockwise. Okay. This will only go back in one way. There is a notch here. There's a notch right here. There's a notch right here, and it's going to go right there, and you'll hear it click into place. You have to bring the bobbin thread up to the needle up here, and then it's ready to sew. Now this is the bobbin case, class 15 bobbin case to my essentially my straight stitching machine, and it's a side loading bobbin, and this one works the same way. Now the difference is on the featherweight to the side, and I'm holding the thread next to it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, the little notch where you put your thread is on top. The little hole where that thread comes out of the spring is on the bottom. So you want to start your thread coming from the bottom. So as I put this, it needs to come from the bottom. You're going to pull it up and pull that into that notch. Pull it down, and it clicks into the space so that when you pull the thread, it's going to go counterclockwise. And it's tension adjuster. You have 2 screws. This one is the one that holds it together, and this one is your tension. So we'll talk about that later. Okay, and now on this machine, which goes to my Quilters Pro, which is the same thing as the Juki 98, here's my opening, here is my notch, and the opening where the thread comes out is on top. So you want your thread to start on the top. Okay, so as I hold these together, it's hard to do here, but I pull this and it's on top. So it's going to start inside. It's going to go into the notch and out of the hole. And now when you pull on this one, it goes clockwise. Okay, and that's, so you want to read your manual on your machine to see how you thread the bobbin case, because if you do it wrong, you're not going to get a good tension.